Greetings, y'all. Happy. Uh, Inspired conversations. My hair is, I just took my bonnet off because I'm about to do yoga. But anyway, I just wanted to share about the power of words and music. I was listening to Happy by Pharrell. And years ago, I was at the drive-ins with my kids and my ex, and we were watching Despicable Me. And on the end credits came Happy, right? And I remember I didn't want to leave. I'm like, oh my God, this song is amazing. This is going to be a hit. I am telling you. And, it's some regular conversation. Nobody thinking about it, right? But I remember I bought the soundtrack for Despicable Me simply so I could get that song. And I would go outside and dance around our apartment complex when I would have like bad days. And I would just dance. And maybe about 3 months later, maybe, I don't know. It was a while though. It was a real while. And then all of a sudden the song just blew. And I was like, I told you this was going to be great. And I knew it because it made, every time you hear it, it was happy. Now, the vibration of words, happy in itself, the word itself is a vibration. It carries a vibration. It's one of the reasons why I don't say the N-word. If I say the N-word, I'm not talking about anybody from a particular culture. I'm not talking about somebody from a particular environment. I'm talking about somebody who pissed me off. You are an N-word. That's why I'm not a fan. I mean, trust me, I enjoy Kendrick. But I'm not necessarily a fan of the overuse of that word, as well as like with Toby and Wigway, all these people. It's like, man, nah, that carries a particular vibration with it. I don't care how good it is or how positive you are. Once you input that word into the equation, it changes the vibration of whatever it is that you're trying to relate to me. And the reason I even say that is because when you think about, just even when Happy came out, everybody was really going through some challenging times. It was just, I don't remember what the exact challenges were. I'm sure it had to do with government and finances and all that other stuff, right? But it was a real need and a hunger for like something very positive to happen, people to feel really good and uplifted. And generally, as people of, Black Americans, we will generally go to gospel music. And if you ask me, gospel music has been on a decline for quite a while because it's too intentionally trying to be popular, right? It was a time where it was simply, whether it be to praise God or whatever it was only that. It didn't want to fit in a mold. And I thought about this the other day, random thought, and I was watching Jamie Foxx, and he did one of the shows, and he did a song, and he sounded like Brian McKnight, but Brian McKnight used to sound like Commissioned, which was a gospel group, and Fred Hammond, and I can't remember the other guy's name, he made Never Would Have Made It. They created a whole generation of artists that wanted to sound just like them, because Commission came first. Now, I study music. I just studied through listening and all that other stuff. Anyway, long story short, if you want to change your environment, you want to change your heart, you want to change your mind, you want to change your thoughts, first start by changing what you listen to. Listening to, I know that's corny, but affirmations, real ones, right? It was one that I used to listen to by Bob Proctor. And I don't remember what it said, but but I used to listen to one by Bob Proctor, Les Brown, and then it was a moment during the pandemic where women came out with songs that were affirmations. But then now I just saw something where a sister came out with a song of affirmation, and she turned around and she's shaking her butt. I'm like, oh God, is this what we affirming now? For real? She's saying something positive and then she bend over. It's like, oh, okay. So, but first start by changing what you listen to. And eventually you realize you change what you say. Everything is a language. The way that you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you act and think, all of that is a language, and it translates to the universe. It goes out. into the environment, and you attract what you are now, what you believe, how you're acting, what you're affirming. And you're affirming these things with your words, your actions, your behavior, all of these things. So if you want to really like go into changing, turn off that music. Oh my God, the music. Even Kendrick, turn him off. No offense, but like, how many times you gonna say the N-word? There is a very condescending vibration about that. It makes you feel lower. And it's not a term of endearment to me. That's me. Now, mind you, everything is my opinion. And again, this is inspired conversation. But I am not going to call, that's what you hear me say, brother. If I'm calling somebody I love, I never call my son a nigga. Yes, I said that word. I would never call my son that word. No, I'm not calling my son that. I'm not calling my brother that. I'm not calling anybody that I care about that word. If I say that word, I don't like you, or you made me mad. So change the vibration of what you're listening to. And it's very interesting. You'll change how you talk. You'll change. And super random. I remember when I first started trying to attract a different kind of guy. And I was always into head wraps and all that other stuff, but I actually went about wearing the head wrap, cutting my hair off. I tried, different stuff, and that's not something I grew up doing. And I remember I was having a conversation with somebody, another sister, and I don't remember who it was, but I know what we were talking about, because she was saying she attracts all these different kind of guys. And I said, I used to attract those guys too, and I still do. And I said, one of the quickest ways to deter them is to say, peace, brother. And they will back up. Either they'll straighten up, or they'll back up and they won't approach you. And that is one of my favorite things to do. And it still works. It still works to this day. Peace, brother. Peace, king. Either they're going to straighten up, or they're going to walk away. So, work on the vibration of what you're hearing, and your life will change. That's what I see. Inspired Conversations. Y'all be well and stay well. Peace.